worked for 3 large corporations over the course of my 13-year career. It was not uncommon for me to be in the office until 11 o'clock at night. It was very exciting. In the early years, I was much younger, and I liked the idea of having an expense account and traveling on the corporate jet. Yet I found myself at home one Friday evening, and I started crying, and Monday rolled around, and I hadn't stopped. And that signaled to me that it was time to take a break and take some stock. I recognized that I had spent the totality of my life reacting to things outside of myself as opposed to creating things from the inside out. And that was the work that I began after that weekend. These days, every day, I'm fully conscious of how my activities align with what I value. Power is about who I am, not about what I have. It's about how nothing can be taken away from me if I'm engaging my life in a completely integrated, authentic way. Silence is really key to my feeling more connected to self, because without it, there is no pathway to allow spirit to talk to me. So when I come home, I don't immediately turn on the radio or the CD player. My artwork, which is creating mixed media collage and sculpture, greatly helps me to connect with myself. It brings me back to that core of joy and peace and present moment living. I get completely lost in it. I've sat down in my studio telling myself, I'm only going to make art for an hour. And then 5 hours later, I look up and I'm still engaged in it. I'm giving myself now, at this time in my life, permission to do all the things that I really couldn't do. You look around my studio, sort of Gina's playland. I think this is the room I didn't have when I was younger. I remember loving to go to the playground with my father, and one of the things that we used to do, I would sit on the swing and he would push me, and I just remember how much I enjoyed that, and I would go really, really high. So now I have a swing in my apartment, and I use it regularly. It gives me a great feeling of freedom and joy, and it connects me to an activity that I loved as a child and still do. I'm hopeful that there's a whole new way of life to be explored, and it's very exciting.